Hello fellow Matoran, welcome back or welcome to my channel. Today I will give you some insight into what awaits you after the end of Chapter 1 Rebirth. The video will contain spoilers about this first part, so I recommend you to listen to it in my YouTube playlist before continuing. As you have noticed, Rebirth is composed of two narrative strands, which in the final turn out to be two completely different timelines. We have the events of Spirits Magna, until the event that in the next chapter we have the name of Awakening, and those of the Toa Metru. The first occurs in the past, while the second occurs in the present. I would also like to confirm that the short length of this chapter is a deliberate thing. Initially, I thought of making this part as a prologue of the next chapter, and it is indeed. However, I wanted to make it a separate part, so I will do an extended version once the story is ended. Now let's move on to a question that you surely have asked yourself. Why did the Turaga Metru return to their old Toa appearance? It's not just a random fan service factor to make everyone happy. To be clear, you will have 3 chapters that will give you a logical explanation, namely Rebirth, Fall of Virtues, and finally the Second Cold War. These 3 chapters take place in the past, and they connect with the rebirth of the Toa Metru at the beginning of Cry of Despair in the present day. Having made this clarification, let's move on to another important thing, the reading order. There are 2, the recommended one, which I will publish here on YouTube and also on Instagram with Photoshop edits, and the chronological one. Let's see the latter. It all starts with the Second Cold War, from the canon ending of the Bionicle story, precisely after the death of Makuta Pterodax and of the official epilogue written by Greg Farstey before the cancellation of Bionicle in 2010. We then move on to the events of Spirits Magna in the first chapter, and so on till Cry of Despair. I would also like to point out the presence of the hero factor in this story. I perfectly understand that many Bionicle fans do not like this brand, but believe me, I gave a logical reason to fit them perfectly into the story. In fact, it is mostly focused on biomechanics. I have given and I'm giving a lot of effort and hours to this story, to bring it to you in the best and most accessible way. This project is first of all passion, inspired by a wonderful story that has accompanied me throughout my childhood. I'm in love in fact with the Bionicle story, and I think it's fair that we fans continue to keep it alive. The story was written by me, but you could also be part of it in the future, for example with the dubbing or maybe building your version of my characters and letting it appear in an edited post on Instagram. And here we are at the end of this video. I hope I was as comprehensive as possible. I would like to thank those who have complimented me on how the story was set up since I started posting it on Instagram. For any information, you can contact me there. See you in the next video with the first episode of the next chapter.